Some people like to be like, I save my money, I use all my money. Good for you. Hey slay bags, we back with another video. Y'all know I like to jump right into it. So we're going to talk about money again. This time it's going to be some business funding. It is Shopify Capital. And a lot of these things apply to other companies that do the same business model when it comes to funding. So what is Shopify Capital? Shopify Capital is somewhat... It's not even somewhat. It's a business loan. But it's not your traditional business loan where you have to show all these W-2s and tax returns and be in business for 2 years and all that. Y'all know, it's like if I got to show you I'm making money, why would I need money type thing. So, or a substantial amount. So what Shopify does is they will evaluate your sales over the course of some months. I want to say it's like 3 to 6. They don't really have too much information on exactly how to qualify because it is an invite only type of situation. They will offer it to you when they feel you ready pretty much. But it doesn't have to be 6 figures or anything like that. My first Shopify Capital probably was like maybe $450. So they go off what they think that you can handle and repay back within the amount of time that they select, which is, I believe, a year. I think it's 12 months. And then you pay it back by a percentage of your sales. So if you don't make any sales that day, you don't pay any money that day. But you do have milestones where you have to pay a certain amount every 60 days. So, a lot of people wonder about it because I know a lot of people have Shopify. So they be like, oh, I don't know if I should use it or this, and that. I say go for it. I'm all for using other people's money if I can make me some money, because even after I pay it back, I should have still made some money off of it to further advance my business. Now, when I say don't offer it, is if you know your sales is not where it needs to be able to repay that loan. So 9 out of 10, Shopify is going to know whether or not you can pay it because they've been watching your trends and your sales. So you usually don't have nothing to worry about unless you take that money and close your store. Which you shouldn't be doing. Please don't do that, because you're going to owe the people that money. So to me, is a very good way, an easy way. I don't believe they run credit. I'm not going to lie. I don't believe they run credit. I think they just have to run to verify you are who you say you are. But I do not believe this is a credit check situation. Unless, I think, let me say this. I've never gotten an inquiry on my bank or anything like that asking about Shopify. Now, what I do think is they may do a soft pull to make sure you don't do no fraud or nothing like that. I think they may do some little research on that end to make sure that they're not getting themselves in too deep. But I do not remember a credit check or anything like that. They went off my EIN as well as my social. But I never got any alerts about a credit check. It was solely off the sales of my business. Again, it is invite only. So I know sometimes they have a link somewhere that says, see if I qualify, but 9 out of 10, if it wasn't in your homepage, analytics or whatever like that to say, hey, we're offering you this, 9 out of 10, you probably don't qualify. But again, like I said, when I first started, they were doing very, very small amounts, and I'm pretty sure they probably would still do small amounts because that's how they can make some extra money. What can it be used for? Now, I'm being totally honest, they don't check what you use it for. I'm gonna be honest. They don't check, but I damn sure highly recommend you use it towards your business, because you need to be invested so you can pay this money back, because they gonna want theirs, okay? They're gonna want theirs. So if you F it off, that's between you and Shopify. Don't mess it up, because they give very large amounts. Very large amounts. Once you show yourself worthy, pretty much. Show them sales and stuff like that, baby. They get very large amounts. Okay? I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all mine. I'm going to show y'all my whole journey with doing Shopify payments. Shopify Capital, I'm sorry. Just go ahead in the next part. You have to have Shopify. You have to have Shop Pay activated on your Shopify to be able to qualify. If you don't have ShopPay on there, they will not offer it to you, and you cannot deactivate it once you have your loan. So it's very important to have ShopPay. ShopPay has come a long way, especially when it comes to the hair industry. They have allowed to take payments, as well as they have the they're the lowest interest rate when it comes, not interest rate, processing rate, when it comes to doing the 4-way payments. If I'm not mistaken, across the board, they're about 5 or 6%. Anybody else is like 10, 8, stuff like that. So I feel like they're trying to get to a point where they can eliminate having any other parties on their websites, because they're just that good as far as, the processing rates and stuff like that. So Shopify payments, ShopPay, all that good stuff, it is required to be able to be qualified. Another thing, it does not have an interest rate. I see a lot of people get the repayment percentage confused with the interest rate. There is no interest rate. There is no interest rate. It is a flat charge. So let's say, I'll try to bring a screen up. Let's say I borrow $3,000. They're going to say, okay, we're going to loan you $3,500. It's going to be we're going to loan you the $3,000, but you're going to pay us back $3,500. So the $500 will be what they make off the loan. It is not an interest rate. The percentage number that you see is the percentage of your sales that go back towards the loan. So that percentage can range from anywhere between 8 and 20%. It might go even higher, according to how much you borrow. Now, mine has never been more than 17%. So, and I think my lowest may have been like 9 or something like that. So 10 to 20% will go back to your sale, go back towards paying your loan. So there's no flat, oh, I got to pay $200 a month, or, stuff like that. There's no flat thing. So if you made the sale, let's say you missed this month, you may not make the milestone you needed, but next month you over cap it. But if you don't, make the sales, they're going to want a payment of the difference of what your milestone is. So every milestone is 60 days. So let's say every 60 days you're supposed to pay them back $1,000. That means you had to make enough money that 17% of your sales gave them $1,000 in that 60-day milestone. So if you don't, let's say you only make $700 on that day that is due, they're going to take that money out, whatever account you got hooked up to Shopify. They're going to get their money. You got to reach the milestone, because it has to be paid off in 12 months, and it has to be paid in these increments, in these milestones. So that was a lot. If I'm confusing it anyway, I'm trying to be as clear as I possibly can, because it can get confusing. But once you see it and grasp the concept of it, you go, oh, this easy, because now I'm not thinking about, okay, on the 15th I got to pay this, on this one. No, it automatically come out before, because it literally, they get their money before I get mad type situation. It literally comes out automatically like auto pay, and that's it. So please keep that in mind when it comes to the payback. There is no interest rate. The percentages you see is definitely the percentage that's going to come out of your sales to pay them back. Unfortunately, this is only available in the United States. I know we shop on the UK and Canada and things like that, but this is only a service or a benefit on Shopify that is for United States merchants only. Unfortunately, I'm thinking that hopefully in the future they can, but I think it's more so because the difference of rate of or currency. I think that's what the issue is. I'm just assuming. I'm not for sure, but that's my assumption on why they probably don't go to other countries, because our money is not on the same currency. So now I'm going to show you my. Oh, I've never done this before. I've done it like in a private group or whatever. But I'm going to show you guys my Shopify Capital journey. It has been something else. I never in a million years thought that I'd be able to get any type of business loan without having to do all this rigmarole and headache and everything, going to banks and stuff like that. I never thought I'd be in this position. And most of the time, probably except for the one I'm currently on, I have paid them off, and I've been paying them off in half the time they allot me. I usually always go above expectations of what they want. And so when you do that, they offer you more money. So let me show y'all real fast. So my first loan was December 4th, 2019. It was for $550. I finished that loan April 17th. They offered me another loan. It started April 28th. Now, what happens is they have milestones, either 50% or 75% completion will have them reevaluate your website, and they may offer you more money before you complete it. So if you got to the 75-85% realm, they'll say, hey, you've been doing so well, you're on the right track, we will give you more money before you finish it. And that repayment doesn't start until the first one is finished, which is phenomenal. So I believe this one I was offered another $330 that started April 28th. I paid that back May 22nd. So in 30 days, I paid that money back. But it took me 4 months to pay back the first one. So then we go to May 26th. They offer me $750, which I paid off May, June, July within 90 days. And so as you can see, from $750, I went to $3,100. And that was November 4th. That was July 31st, 2020. And I paid that loan off November 4th. So that one took me a little longer. It took me maybe 5 months to complete. But then you see, I got another loan November 4th. I wish I could see when I was offered the loan, because like I said, most of these overlap. But they don't start, like I said, they don't start until you finish the one before. So November 4th, they offered me $2,000. November 22nd, it was paid. So that's not even a full 30 days. I paid back the $2,000 plus the $3,100 I may have had. So you can see I got 4 loans in the course of a year. And they usually give you a year to pay the entire loan. So I was kind of like on a fast track. As of November 20, so then we get the $4,700 November 22nd. And we took 4 months to pay that back in April 2021. And at this time, y'all know we was in a pandemic. So for my hot tool line to still be doing well during the pandemic, I thank God I was able to survive it and still be able to pay this loan back as well as whatever other bills I had. So it definitely was a big help. So we left off November 22nd to April 20th. I was given $4,700. So we say that was maybe about 5 months. And then I was given $6,800 on April 20th that I completed July 2021. So that's 4 to 7. That's about 90 days that I was able to pay that $7,000. So just imagine, you probably can almost calculate, if you're good at math, you probably could calculate what my sales were based on how fast I was paying these loans off. Because 17% of my sales, I almost just calculated at 20% because the processing fees 3 to 5% and stuff like that. So really, depending on what the percentage was, I tacked on another 3 to 5% because I had to pay processing fees. So April to July, I paid off $6,800. I got my next loan of $12,000 on July 20th, and I finished it in January. So that was about 7 months. That was a little longer. And most of this was because my inventory was low. A lot of time I was sold out and people would come to my site and we waiting. That's going to be another video. We can talk about inventory control, how much I be ordering, how to find a hot tool vendor, all those things we definitely could talk about. But that one took me a little longer. Most of the time it takes me longer because I don't have inventory. I'm not going to lie. It's usually not the sales. Well, I guess it is the sales. But usually it's because I don't have inventory in stock. So I miss out on a whole lot of sales because I don't have it. And so then the next one I had was in January 19th of 2022, which was $9,100. And I paid that off within, that was 5 or 6 months. And then this last one I got is the biggest one, and I could not believe they had offered me so much. They offered me $30,000. Like, I never thought that my website would be doing well enough where somebody will offer me $30,000 for me to put back into my business. So some people like to be like, I save my money, I use all my money. Good for you. Maybe I'll be with somebody else's money to come up, okay? Because at the end of the day, majority of me and my peers, we don't come from money. So for somebody to invest in me, a pure stranger out the sky, computer, whoever it is that believed in me, look, I'm going to take God's blessings and keep it moving and do what I'm supposed to do so they can give me some more money and give me some more money and give me some more money. Now, I've seen some people's I've seen an offer, I think the highest offer I ever seen, because I see people post it, is like $100,000. But I'm not sure what the payback is, what the percentage. A lot of times, that's what scares people. They think the percentage that they're offering is an interest rate, and it's not. Please get that out your mind. There is no interest rate. It's a flat rate. And I feel like it's a very good a very low flat rate that makes it work. Like, I'm gonna try to see how much of my last loan. Okay, so my last loan wasn't $30,000. I'm so sorry. That's what I have to pay back. My last loan was $27,000, and I have to pay $30,500 back. So of the 27 or other 30, I have to pay back about $3,500 goes back to them on the loan, which is, somebody be good at math, because I don't know how to figure it out. But tell me what that quote-unquote interest rate, I guess, would be if we were to calculate it. I don't know how to. If somebody in the comments or somebody's good at math that can go ahead and throw it in there, that'd be fabulous. But I don't know what it comes to be, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'll be looking at my car interest rate, and look, if we look at those interest rates, you know daggone well we don't be pinching the principal them first couple of years. So most of the time, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to pay that off fast every time. Especially if you could pay it off before that year, they're going to give you some more money. They're going to give you some money regardless. As long as, I'm going to say regardless. But for the most part, they're going to, as long as you're having continuous sale, they're going to continue to give you money to help you grow. Because at the end of the day, the platform is what pays the bills. So as long as I have a functioning, running store and somebody's helping me be able to, because you can use the $27,000 to, hire some help. Inventory. Like, you can do a number of things with it. But make sure y'all can pay their money back. Okay? Like, let's just pay these people their money back. Don't try to duck and dodge them. I don't even know how to duck and dodge them, because at the end of the day, they have your bank account information for you to get paid when you get a sale. So I ain't trying to do none of that scamming stuff. So don't ask me how to get around it. Please don't try to get around it and ruin for us entrepreneurs, the up-and-coming entrepreneurs that need the help to get inventory. Because this Shopify Capital is what really took me to the point where I could afford inventory. Like, if it wasn't for Shopify Capital, I wouldn't be able to have custom curling irons and stuff like that, because like, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm sorry to be rambling, but I'm just like so grateful that God put me in this position to be able to know what to do with money, how to flip money. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I be bad with money sometimes, because, baby, money come to my hands so fast, I feel like I be spending it faster than I be making it. But I make it work. And we gonna do better. I told myself I'm gonna do better with my budgeting. But nonetheless, Shopify Capital has done amazing things for me, and I'm pretty sure it could do amazing things for you. But it may have been a fear, it may have been lack of information, because the website is kind of vague. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when I went on there to do my little research to be able to report to y'all, it was really vague. And I'm like, let me make this video to kind of make it plain and get my girls together, because it's like, baby, come get this money, okay? Let's go buy some inventory. Let's be able to invest in marketing. Let's be able to get logos, and let's get this money. Like, I be trying to get y'all to get this money, okay? And if somebody want to give me a couple bands and I got to pay you a couple $100 on it, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, because I've been in worse deals. So y'all better use these people money, and that goes to getting the business credit card and all the other stuff. Look, we could go on and on about capital, but to me, this is the easiest way. And I know for sure Square does it, but I think that's more so for in person, because I've gotten that same type of deal when I had my salon and I was doing in-person transactions, and they have never given me this much, but they've definitely gave me, like, I think the most I might have got from them is like $6,000, and that was because it was based on the sales that I was receiving in the salon. So there's multiple ways to have it. I'm not sure anybody else or what their requirements are, but I know there is ways to get money based off sales. So please take advantage and get this money, okay? If y'all have any questions, comments, or concern, please leave them down below. I will answer them, or I will make another video. I appreciate you tuning in. I feel like I was running for a long time, but there was a lot to give y'all. Until next time, see y'all later.